Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Friday, December 20th, 2024. Let's see what the damage is today. We're getting used to prices going down, aren't we? Okay, let's see. We have got gold up $10.90 to 2,606. Silver down 7 cents to 28.91. The gold silver ratio is coming. Where are you? Come on, gold silver ratio. There we go. Oh my God, 90 to 1. Man, that is a screaming buy for silver. And I'm seeing in the market that fewer and fewer dealers are giving away their generic silver. So I think silver's at a bottom here. That's what I think. Okay. The 10-year, and it has just gone down zero point zero 0.06 to 4.51. That has to do with an economic release that came out a couple minutes ago. So we finally caught a break on the 10-year, and it has been ratcheting up for some time as inflation worries have spooked the market, and Powell has spooked the market by saying he's worried about inflation as well. But here we are at 4.51. Hopefully we can get some relief on the 10-year yield, and that should drive the dollar down as well. Yes, nearly 0.51 basis points to 107.91, and it was pushing 108.5. This is why metals have been falling recently, with fewer expectations for rate cuts and higher expectations for inflation. But in the economic calendar, this stuff changes so quickly you can't really hang your hat on it, and you can't really make a bullion acquisition plan based on the rhetoric of the day. That's what I will tell you. I was buying yesterday because I believe. All right, and it's not always right, but that's what I'm doing, and I'm just giving you one man's opinion. Today is Friday, and what came out today was PCE, Personal Consumption Expenditures. I don't even know how to explain it to you, but it is an inflation measure, and it is the Fed's favorite inflation measure, and that came in one tick below expectations in all categories. So taking a little bit of the steam out of the inflation window, which is why interest rates are dropping, dollar is dropping, and gold is catching a bid. We'll have to see if silver catches up. But at that GSR of 90 to 1, remember a few days ago I told you it could get to 90 to 1? I didn't expect it, but it did happen, and I think today's a good day to buy. All right, if you're waiting for 25, go ahead and wait. If you're watching these videos to catch a deal in other categories, welcome. Everybody's welcome here, and all opinions are welcome here. I'm just giving you my opinion and telling you what I am doing. And we'll see how that works out. Okay, I don't know. All right, we got copper just about flat at 408, but they were crushing copper yesterday, just like they were crushing silver the last couple of days. And I don't think we get 3 days in a row of a silver sell-off. I just don't think so. Okay, I did the economic calendar. And in the pre-market, look at that. Extreme fear, which is a 21 on the fear greed index. All the hedge funds are selling. They're booking their gains for the year. The big brokerage houses are they're realizing that they want to lock in those 20-25% gains for the year. Stock market looks incredibly weak at the moment, but with a fear greed index of 21, that makes it bounce time. So we'll have to see if we have a bounce. Now, what's looming right now is the government shutdown, scheduled to occur in about a day, I guess, and Elon Musk doing his thing, Trump doing his thing, and somehow the debt limit doesn't matter. Of course, Trump is on board with the Democrats saying we don't need to worry about a debt limit, and everybody agreeing with him. I don't know where he finds these people that don't think a debt limit is necessary. But here we go, and that does not mean I'm a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. Okay, I'm an independent. And I see the foibles in both parties, and both parties are Well, let's just say it's a two-party system, and we need more than two parties in this country if anybody is going to get the fiscal house in order. But eliminating the debt ceiling is not the way to get the house in order. No, I do not trust you. Even a credit card has a limit on it. And I think our government should have a limit on their debt ceiling as well. Even if it's 2 trillion over what we spend every year, or 2 trillion over what we take in every year, we need a debt ceiling. We need to get back to trying to balance the budget. And tweets aren't going to do it. Okay, that's my political opinion. Sorry about that. We've got Dow futures down 142, but recovering rapidly on that PCE report. S&P down 36 and NASDAQ down 220. Remember the other day I said when they loaded Bitcoin into the NASDAQ, what could happen? Well, it happened in like 2 days. And no, I was not short Bitcoin, not this time, but look at Bitcoin. All right, it was 93,000 a minute ago. Now it's 95,000, but it's trying to claw its way back up from 108 down to 93,000 in 2 days or 3 days. I mean, you know, silver dropped about 16%, but at least it took a month. Anyway, if you're hodling Bitcoin, well, there you go. That's where it's at. I don't know what to say about that. All right, let's get on to the deals if you're buying. And of course, we all spent all our money on Black Friday and after Black Friday. And as usual, prices are lower. I don't know. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Is that history that Black Friday is when prices are higher? And here we are with lower prices all around. All right, I'll do some gold, but not a whole bunch of gold today. Gold is a screaming buy. Silver is a, you know, even bigger scream of a buy. And you could trade gold for silver today. And I think you could increase the size of your gold stack if you did so with the premium so darn low. I'm not doing it. I don't have as much gold as I want. As I said to a friend yesterday, that's my problem too. If you have 50-50 gold, you're free to do anything you want. And I'm talking about value. But, you know, when you get down to, you know, 70-30 silver to gold, you got to be a little more circumspect about getting rid of your gold and then waiting for the GSR to reverse. And of course, I've done that before, waiting for the GSR to reverse, waiting for 65, and then it bounced at 75, and I didn't get to do it. Now here we are at 90. That's a pretty safe bet, okay, unless you think the wheels are going to fall off the bus, and that would take the stock market falling off, the wheels falling off the bus for the stock market, which I don't know. I don't know if this downtrend continues, but Fear Greed Index tells me we're going to bounce today in the stock market, and that liquidation that's been happening, that pan sell-off of everything, that pressure may come off of gold and silver and the stock market. And maybe Bitcoin as well, but you know, some Bitcoin players may be moving back into gold. Who knows? All right, let's keep going here. A 1/10 gold eagle, if you're buying. And this is the website, bestsilvergolddeals.com. Welcome if you're new. Just going through the deals. It's all totally free, and I'm trying to find the best thing anywhere on the internet and some other places as well. All right, we've got a 1/10 gold eagle at $2.94 at Bullion exchanges. A 1/10 gold maple is $2.89 at Bullion exchanges. A 1/10 gold maple at Bullion Standard, the new player on the block, which is beating a lot of prices, $2.84 at Bullion Standard. Okay, moving on. Let's go on to, I don't know, let's do a 1/10 Philharmonic. That is $2.85 at Liberty Coin. They're a good seller. We got a 1/4 ounce gold eagle at $7.14 at Bold, and a 1/4 ounce gold eagle at Bullion Standard at $7.08. All right, well, we'll try to beat these on eBay. Let's do a 1/2 ounce gold eagle. 1/2 ounce gold eagle, $13.88 at Bullion exchanges. 1/2 ounce maple is $13.83 at Pinehurst, and a 1/2 ounce maple at Bullion Standard, much cheaper at $13.61. All right, let's do the half ounce Krugerrand, 1345 at Bullion Exchanges this morning. We got a BU Buffy at Bold for 27.45. Nothing up on Costco in that category this morning. At Bullion Standard, they got the same coin, 27.21. It is a random year BU Buffalo, and every BU Buffalo ought to be like every other BU Buffalo. Let's find the lowest price. A 1 ounce gold maple is 26.85 at Bullion Exchanges, and a random AU gold maple is 26.59 at Bullion Exchanges. A 1 ounce gold Britannia is 26.71 at Monument Metals, and a Krugerrand, which is probably the cheapest of your sovereign 1 ounce gold coins, 26.40 at Summit Metals. A little bit of good feedback about them. The 20 franc is $500. It was below 500 a little bit ago. Not a bad way to stack fractional gold. All right, and the 10 Corona is an itty bitty coin, a little less than a 1/10 ounce of gold. That is 266 this morning at Bullion Standard. If you do the math there, that is not that much above melt for small gold. 1 ounce gold in assay is 2660 at Hero Bullion, and out of assay is, at Bullion Standard 2650, and out of assay would be cheaper if you don't need it authenticated in the card. They do fake both the bars and the cards. The cards that are most faked, from what I have been told, are the PAMP cards, and you may or may not need to know that. Okay, let's do a Platinum Eagle. Wow, those are a good deal. They were cheaper a minute ago. 11.32 for Platinum Eagles. That is a collector coin. I'm going to talk about collector coins a little bit today. A random platinum coin is a new coin, the Philharmonic 1014 at Bullion Exchanges, and we'll see. Well, platinum will go back to 1,000, and you'll watch silver go with it. Okay, I'm going to skip the rest. Let's do a Silver Eagle, and that is 33.17 over at Bold for a BU random date. And let's see if we can get that cheaper over at Bullion Standard. 32.86 at Bullion Standard. Remind you that Coinhuskers has been selling BU Eagles for 2.75 over spot, which would put you in the 31s, high 31s, maybe low 32s. So check Coinhuskers out. I'm not sure if that deal is still going if you're looking for Eagles. Eagles are always a good deal. I found a new off-quality deal for you people that like ugly silver, but it is sovereign ugly silver, so there you go. And you could dip them and do whatever you want to them. There is a gentleman in the chat room that is finding the colorized coins and then dipping them, I believe, in acetone to take off the paint. And they're coming out very pretty. But anyway, if you just want an ugly silver eagle, 31 bucks, and that is under $2 over spot for cull eagles. That's what Yankee stacks. Okay, not me. I don't like ugly silver. Let's keep going. My green light is still on. I know we're marching through the desert here for 40 years, but it feels that way. But I'll tell you, the rhetoric can change so quickly that just be careful, be careful, be careful. The long-term stories are still intact, and don't buy if you don't want to buy, or if you're nervous about buying and you still have some cash back. Divide your pile into 3 and buy today, buy next week, and buy a year from now with the money. Nothing wrong with sitting on cash. I wish I had more of it. A BU Maple this morning is 31.96 at Bullion Exchanges. A Bullion Standard Maple is 31.36. Look at that. Okay, not bad. I would want the newer maples because they have shield guard. All right, we've got a Kangaroo over at Bullion Exchanges, 31.30, pretty cheap on that. A Bullion Standard Britannia, 31.26. Prices seem low compared to where we've been, I'll tell you that. Okay, this is heartbreaking. The Libertads are now 36 bucks after a lot of us spent more than that. And even my 5-ounce libs, which I bought a bunch of, are now 178. I paid 185. That's just what happens. I mean, if you're going to play in this market, and even in the collector market, and there are pluses and minuses to do that, you got to take your lumps, right? I mean, you know, you're still stacking, right? You lose a buck here, you make a buck there. But anyway, yeah, my 5-ounce libs are cheaper today. Maybe you want to get some. Mintage may be higher on those this year. Star Privy Eagles are cheaper still. I paid 45 for mine, and 50 for some. 42.32 this morning at SD Bullion for Star Privy Eagles. Remember, I've been telling you they got 500,000 of those to sell, so don't think those are just going to go up in a day. All right, and over at Costco, I believe we had the Buffaloes. They are not cheap enough at 32. Yeah, 32, not cheap enough. I was buying silver yesterday in the 28s. Yes, that's what I was doing, 80 ounces. Okay, and the 100-ounce bar is cheaper. It is now 3,000, and so that would be $120 off, would put you at 28.80. So that would get you in the 28s on silver. That is a good buy. It is a good buy. It was a good buy at 3,100. But spot was much higher, and now it's a good buy at 3,000. Buy that if you're stacking big silver, and your 4% rebates are still intact. Okay, and in the gold market, oh, I don't think this was in stock. I think the gold was out of stock this morning. I'm going to keep going here. All right, and junk in the trunk is now going to be 21.8 times face. And if you want to go right to Mercs, I still like this deal. At now we're at 22 times face for Mercury dimes from Monument Metals, and they should be full dates. If they're not full dates, send them back. Let's keep going to 1-ounce rounds. 1-ounce rounds, see, in the 29s, 29.82 for 1-ounce rounds at Golden Eagle. But a little harder to find 1-ounce rounds cheap this morning. That's why I went to Walmart yesterday. A tube of 20 at Pinehurst is $29.81, and I'd want to get them in the 28s if I was buying rounds, which I was for melt. All right, let's see a kilo. How cheap is a kilo? It's an application error is what that is. And the kilos over at Monument, I like this page they've got. They've been very cheap on the kilos, and you can pick the one you like. There's a Pamp bar for $9.87. And what I really like is that Geiger bar. So $9.96, $9.92, $9.84, $9.86. Looks like about $9.81 for a poured bar. Looks like $9.81 is your cheapest price on a kilo. But what I really like, and this is part stack, part collect, 1034 for this Geiger kilo. I wish it was cheaper, or you could find it like, you know, somewhere else like eBay, but it's $100 more on eBay. And maybe you can find it at Walmart if you check over there. But I don't recommend shopping at Walmart because so many of you guys got stung with sales tax when you shouldn't have. So I can't in good conscience tell you to go there. But if you want to go there and you have your 3% PayPal credit card or your American Express credit card and they don't charge you sales tax, then you can do what I did yesterday, silver in the 28s. If they got something like that, scoop that up, guys. Okay, the Germania Black Friday sale is still on, $3.15 now for a 10-ounce Germania bar, and the first mint sale is still $1 over. Okay, I don't know how he does it. That's the 44, 45, 4,500. Well, okay, well, still holding pretty strong there. And let's see how many to get to 5,000. I don't know, that's about 30, only about 35 left. Let's see if that sells out. What do you say? Okay, let's go on to Silver Eagles. Cull Silver Eagles are now $31.50, $30.50 for Cull Silver Eagles. Puts you about $1.50 over spot. You could buy that all day long if you like the culls. But if you like the BUs, why did I leave that page? BU Silver Eagles are 32.70 and 31.70. Whoa, that is so cheap. There's something wrong with this guy. Is zero feedback. God, I wish eBay would do their job. Let's see. How about 665? 665 is 666 now. Is 33.30 for Silver Eagles. 32.30 after rebates. That might be a little bit cheaper than the Bullion standard deal. Okay, but still, good place to buy Eagles. Let's see, Star Privy Eagles, what are they selling for? $8.55 for a tube is $42.20. Yeah, Star Privy Eagles are pretty cheap on eBay too. if you're buying those. I'm glad I have them, but I paid too much now. Okay, we got maples for 812 this morning. We got Britannias for 807 this morning. Got kangaroos for 787. Oh my God. Good seller, good feedback, and well, fair feedback, but it's Liberty Coin. So you're going to get BU random. Wow, that is really cheap. Let's see how cheap that is. 787. 787 divided by 25 is 31.48. And then if you have the PayPal card, which is 3% cash back, unlimited, or the American Express Clear Blue Cash, which is 3% back, limited to $6,000, check out through PayPal, and that is going to be, oh, what did I just do? I'm sorry, I got lost in my own rhetoric. 787 divided by 25 times 0.97. Get that 3% back. You're shopping on eBay from a good seller. There's no risk there. Look at that, 30.53, so about $1.50 over. No, actually about $1.30 over. Where are we right now with spot? Let's see what it's hanging. It may be changing as we speak. We got gold rocking up $16 and silver at nearly 29. So back to that deal. 29, and you'd be out the door at 30. It's $1.50 over spot for those kangaroos. Okay, let's keep going. What else we got? We got junk. And how cheap can we get junk today? Are they throwing away the junk? 224, 22.4 times face is going to be about 21.7. All right, we like the Carson Cities in MS65. And they are going for 475 this morning. But you want to get up to a PCGS or an NGC. Those are 515. Beautiful collector numismatic coins. Let's see, and the peace dollars. You know I like those as well. Cheapest kilo this morning is going to be $9.90. Take $30 off, you'd be at $9.60 on a kilo. That's a good deal. And the vintage bar of the day. I just want to show you this and talk about this for a minute. The reason that some people diversify into collector coins, into vintage bars, into numismatics, gold, silver, platinum, palladium. You can diversify as many ways as you want. And just like a stock portfolio, diversification protects you. And, you know, get a load of some of these sell prices on the rare vintage bars. Here's a 10-ounce bar for $1,000. Here's one that went for $320. That was a good deal for a pressed bar. $350. Engelhard going for $574. $474. $410 for a plain back Engelhard. I bought some of those from Vermilion for like $28 not that long ago. I already sold them. All right, and just $849. Here's $330 for the Golden Analytic. They dropped the price on those. That is actually a good buy for the future when he gets done selling his case of Golden Analytics. Here's a beautiful Engelhard for $535. This is why people diversify into vintage bars or numismatics or even collector coins if you have a way to sell them. When spot price is dropping, then you have some protection on the downside. And if you want to sell part of your collection to buy cheap silver like you can today, then you can do that. And same thing goes with gold, platinum, numismatics. You know, you have options when it comes to making moves when we're in the doldrums like we are right now. Okay, that kook is now 1035, about $1,000 out the door. Buying time on that. Best deal on 1 ounce rounds is 3070. Here you go. About 2980 out the door. Oh no, we're not in the 28s yet. Let's see if we can get a better deal on a 20 round. Let's see, 31, no, about 30 out the door. eBay is not the place to buy 1 ounce rounds this morning, but it is the place to buy kilos and probably 100-ounce bars. 100-ounce bar is going to be, nope, about 29.39 out the door. That Costco is your best deal on 100-ounce bars, and check out Walmart if you want. Let's go on to 1/10 gold. 1/10 gold is 285 this morning, minus 3%. Half-ounce KRUGERRAND is 1387, minus 3%. Half-ounce gold maple is 1330. No, that's scratchy. 1384, minus 3%. Let's keep going to bigger gold. 1 ounce random gold is going to be 2686. Ooh, I like that. That looks like that Summit Metals deal. No, this is Pinehurst. 2686. That's worth checking out. 2686 times 0.97 with those credit cards I like equals 2605 flat out the door on a 1 ounce gold Krugerrand. That beats all the prices above, and that is spot for a gold Krugerrand, okay? And very, very nice. The Buffalo is going to be 27.88 minus 3%. And the $5 commemorative is going to be 6.57 minus 3%. You get the feeling for what we're doing here. We're trying to beat those deals at the dealers. First, you find the lowest deal at the dealers. You compare it to everything all across the internet. Then you check it on eBay. Then you apply your 3% rebates. Mexican gold, here it is, 32.96 this morning, divided by 1.2. I won't do the math, but you see if you like that price. Okay, moving on to stuff in my eBay store. If you want to pick something up there, ask me for a friend discount. There's all kinds of stuff in there. Yeah, you know it, man. Okay, I got collector coins, man. I got a bunch. I've been buying for 10 years, but I also sell. So there you go. I just don't sit on them forever. All right, and these are the 5 ounce bars that will be available in January to channel members at $250 over spot. I just loaded up on silver so I can give you as many of those as you want. Okay, I won't do the vintage bars again. The Star Privy Eagle is selling for 46 bucks. Okay, the price on that came down. That's in the slab. I recommend you not buy the slabs on that. All right, there are the credit cards I recommend. Let's get on to the Odin. Oh, the Star Wars bar. Star Wars bar is now $322. There's only 6,000 of those if you're collecting those. The Odin bar is probably still in stock. The 1 ounce is now 36 bucks. And the 10 ounce Odin, as I was saying, the 10 ounce Odin is now $328, and there are 7,000 of those. They come in assay, but there have been some complaints about the way that Monument Metals is shipping their Odin bars. Apparently, they're doing so in a random way that's resulting in bent cardboard, and that is no bueno. So if you got one of those, send them back. You need the card to be intact if you're buying this. Okay, I got mine, and I'll do an unboxing on those tomorrow. All right, and let's just go on to, okay, all the former picks of the day. The 3 coin shops I recommend on YouTube. Focus in on coin huskers if you're buying. Thank you for supporting my work through a subscription to Bullion, a cup of coffee, a membership, joining the membership channel at $4.99 a month. And welcome to the newest member. And the newest member is CG, has joined the Stacker family 1 day ago. CG, be sure to reach out if you're looking to pick up any of my bars. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you for the super thanks as well. Those really are very, very nice. All right, and we've got stuff on Amazon. The silica packs is what you definitely want, and the safes if you want to protect yourself. All right, then moving on to the chat room. There was something good in here. Let's see, and people are still talking about metals, and you know, we're clearly in a doldrums right here, but let's see what happens today. Whoa, that's pretty. Let's see, you can just, you know, when you find something good, post it here and let the community know about it. We're a community of people that want to stack, okay? If you don't want to stack right now, that's cool. You know, I mean, that's fine. Wait for a better opportunity if you think it's coming. I don't, but, you know, you never know. And people looking at collector bars here. Where is that? This is the last of the Germania bars for that 6-bar set. Oh man, that's a beautiful set. You can keep that forever, and you know what? It'll never tarnish or spot. Let's see, and that's what they're doing with all the precious metals. Where is that post? I think it was from, yeah, here's how these cards came. Look at that, all bent up and shitty. God, Monument Metals. There's a trend lately where they're sending silver in smaller and smaller boxes for no reason at all. You don't pay any more for a little bit bigger box. And every time the FedEx driver hands you a small box, you know, as heavy as hell, you have to think, you know, he knows exactly what you're up to, and he's making a list of the people he wants to rob later. I despise sending silver in heavy silver in small packages, and this is the result of that. And I hope that Monument Metals takes it on the chin for that. I don't like. And then they wrapped them really tight, and oh my God, just so stupid. You're paying for the card, you know. Why do they want to screw up the card? And then you call them, they're probably going to say, oh, bullion is bullion. Well, screw that. Where's that really good post about Silver Eagle premiums? Well, you can find it in the chat room. I can't find it, but there's a gentleman here that was tracking Silver Eagle premiums. Very, very helpful, and said they were trending downward. So I didn't catch that, but get in the chat room and check out that post from whoever was tracking Silver Eagle premiums across the dealers. Very, very helpful. Okay, let me get back over to the website, and then let's just go back over to spot price and see what's happening with that favorable PCE print. And we have got gold up $18 now, and silver reversed. Yay, we're over 29. Man, I never thought I'd be saying that. I really thought 30 would hold, but you can't blame me, you know, when the entire stock market falls apart and Fed does a radical pivot. I mean, come on, I didn't see that coming. But anyway, either you're bullish, which I am, you're long term, which I am, or you're bearish. And if you're bearish, just wait forever and do whatever you want. You know, why are you here? Okay, guys, I will see you later, and thanks for watching. And thanks for those thumbs up. I appreciate it very, very much. I'll see you tomorrow.